जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय गुरुदेव श्रीपाद गुरुदेव श्रीपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय जय श्री राधा माधव भगवान की जय जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह भगवान की जय जय गौर निताय की जय जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय पतित पावन श्रीपाद महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी Welcome everyone. Today we are going to study in continuation this Srimad Bhagavatam classes from Canto 6 chapter 16 text number 27 and 28. Chitraketustutam vidyam yatha narad bhashitam dharyam asa saptaham abhakshaha susamahitaha. Translation by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Fasting and drinking only water, Chitraketu, for 1 week continuously chanted with great care and attention the mantra given by Narad Muni. Next, please. Tataha sa sapt ratrante vidyaya dharimanaya vidyadharadhipatyam cha lebhe apratihatam nirpa. Translation and purport. O King Parikshit, after only 1 week of repeatedly practicing the mantra received from thy spiritual master, Chitraketu achieved the rule of the planet of the Vidyadharas as an intermediate product of his spiritual advancement in knowledge. Purport. If a devotee, after being initiated, adheres rigidly to the instructions of the spiritual master, he is naturally endowed with the material opulences of Vidyadhara Dhipatyam and similar posts as byproducts. A devotee need not practice yoga, karma, or jnana to achieve a successful result. Devotional service alone is competent to award a devotee all material power. A pure devotee, however, is never attached to material power, although he gets it very easily without personal endeavor. Chitraketu received this side benefit of his devotional service, which he rigidly performed in accordance with the instructions of Narad. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyananjan Salakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी निति नामिने नमः सद्भक्तमनयः मणिपुरोद्भवाय च प्रभुपादल सद्वाणी प्रचार निरतायते जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. First of all, I like to offer my respectful obeisances to Guru Maharaj, all the Acharya Varga, and then I will offer my respectful obeisances to Maharajis present here, and all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, and everyone present in this audience, and request them to bless me so that I can speak. So, in this simple looking shlokas also, there are lot of there are lots of take home messages which we must very carefully we should attend to and imbibe in our daily life. Eternal daily means every moment we should imbibe these instructions. Shukdev Goswami ji is telling to Parikshit Maharaj the sincerity which Maharaj Chitraketu observed, and as a result of that he got many benefits. So in this context, in this sloka, some words are very important. Nripa, Yatha and Cha, and Dhare Manya. So Nripa means, O King Parikshit Maharaj ji. Shukdev Goswami ji is telling to Parikshit Maharaj, O King Parikshit, like how Maharaj Chitraketu in just 7 days, by practicing the instructions of his spiritual master very rigidly, achieve the highest benefit along with some intermediate benefits. You too, Maharaj Parikshit, will achieve the highest benefit after 7 days because you are performing that very first and the most important limb of devotional service, namely Shravanam, with utmost care and sincerity and involvement. You are attending to Srimad Bhagavatam. I am speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, you are attending to Srimad Bhagavatam. And with what deep absorption, such deep absorption, you're observing for the past many days, and some more days are remaining. We are in the sixth canto, six more cantos, six more cantos are remaining. So, six or six, right? So, I don't know. How many cantos are there in Srimad Bhagavatam? I guess. Whichever. but we are in the middle of Srimad Bhagavatam. So after 7 days, you will also achieve the highest benefits. That is the idea. So, Nripa, O king, uh, O king, you practice by practicing this devotional limb of Shravanam, you can also achieve the highest benefit, like Maharaj Chitraketu. Dhare Manya means very rigidly, right? Like he practiced very rigidly, so you also practice very rigidly. Yeah, 12 cantos. I just saw sometimes these confusions are there. Okay, that is the meaning of Nripa. Then Cha means intermediate, Anuvanshik. So Maharaj Chitraketu achieved the intermediate results, fringe benefit. Like when we join a company, the company gives us primary benefit. What is the primary benefit? Salary. Our salary is the primary benefit. And then company also gives us many fringe benefits, intermediate benefits, uh, like club membership or health membership or this and that, right? Food coupons. These are called as fringe benefits. They are not they are not the primary benefits. So cha means this promotion to Vidyadhara planets, promotion in the material sense. These are the intermediate benefits. But what is a primary benefit? The primary benefit will be told in tomorrow's shloka, shloka number 29. That is a primary benefit. I won't tell. His Holiness Bhakti Vishal Maharaji will be walking through that shloka tomorrow. Please attend. That is very important shloka. So that is the idea of the behind using this word, this preposition cha, anuvanshik, and then yatha. Yatha means as it is, as Guru Maharaj said, no addition, no subtraction. Whatever he said, Maharaj Chitraketu followed it to the T, and as a result of that, he achieved the highest benefit. Remember, this promotion to Vidyadhara planet is not the highest benefit. Highest benefit is something else. These are only intermediate, some kind of facilities or some material benefit. So, Yatha Shabd is also very important. Okay, just a second. And Dhare Manya and Apratihatam. Apratihatam means undeviated from the instructions of the spiritual master. It means even after achieving the Vidyadhara planets or that kingdom, Maharaj Triketu was not simply lured and he was not stuck by the allurements in those planets or by his knowledge. Vidyadhara, as the name suggests, someone who has got Vidya. So Maharaj Parikshit was not just stuck there and did not just conclude there. Undeviated, he kept practicing yatha, the instructions of his spiritual master, as they were. Undeviated means those material, sometimes material promotions cause us trouble, in the sense the material promotions, they lead us into thinking that this is it, and this is it, and we can just relax down with the instructions of my spiritual master. That is a very, that is sometimes called, a Prabhupada say, that are some of the snares of Maya. So as a practicing devotee, a disciple who is very sincere to his spiritual master, so that sincerity must be retained eternally, right? That sincerity must be retained eternally. So now let us delve more into these these slokas. The idea is that one who follows the instructions of his spiritual master as they are, without any speculation and without any deviation, ever, and uh, without any other agenda, or without treating these instructions as a means of achieving something, even the highest achievement, right? The moment the instructions of the spiritual master are treated as means, that very moment, uh, that very moment, the reverse process starts actually, which means, what I'm trying to say, for a disciple, the instructions of his spiritual master and following the instructions of his spiritual master are not just means, they are his very life. They are his, they are the end. Means are something else, right? So, for example, consider this scenario like before initiation, we pray to Krishna, or we think the, we that spiritual master. When we serve spiritual master, we will be getting Krishna. That is okay. That is all right. But our mentality should be that we pray to Krishna so that we can fulfill the instructions of our spiritual master. So, are you seeing how important are these instructions from spiritual master? We are praying to Krishna, right? Generally, when we came before in this bhakti movement, we were thinking that we pray to Guru Maharaj so that we can get Krishna. But as we grow and as we understand the tenets of bhakti and very sublime nature and very subtleties of bhakti, then we understand the importance of Guru Tattva, and then we understand the importance of these instructions from Guru Maharaj Ji. And we understand slowly and slowly that these instructions are actually the very life of mine. These instructions very much define my existence, not only this life, all the upcoming lives, all the lives. And my only, my only purpose or motivation should be to fulfill the instructions of the spiritual master, to cause pleasure in the heart of the spiritual master. The pleasure in the heart of the spiritual master is my ultimate goal. And I must pray to Krishna because I am helpless, worthless. I don't have any capability. I don't have purity to serve my spiritual master. So I will resort to Krishna, and I will again and again pray to Krishna to give me enough capability so that I can serve the instructions of my spiritual master. So in this way, the instructions of the spiritual master just don't You don't remain as mere means. They are the end. Because for a disciple, the pleasure and the delight in the heart of his spiritual master is the ultimate goal. Spiritual master, yes, prasadat bhagavad prasad. It means spiritual master is happy, then Krishna also becomes happy, which means spiritual master's happiness, Guru Maharaj's happiness is the primary salary, and Krishna's happiness is subsequent, or is like a fringe benefit. In this sense, we can in the chronological order we can understand. If we simply understand this thing, that the pleasure of my Guru Maharaji is my true most reward, right? Which encompasses everything. If Guru Maharaji is pleased, Krishna is pleased. If Krishna is pleased, all the various Shaktis which are owned by Krishna also pleased. All the potencies are also pleased. And these potencies then they reward a sincere practicing disciple with everything, right? Like this Vidyadhar. Vidya is one potency of Krishna. So Vidya Devi will give Vidya, Dhan Devi will give Dhan, right? I mean, a disciple, uh, practicing disciple will just be spellbound by, he will be like clueless where all this money is coming from. Prabhupada gives his own example. Prabhupada says that in early times, Prabhupada, to fulfill the instructions of his spiritual master, because his spiritual master had told him that whenever you get money, you should publish books, print these books. And Prabhupada had his factory in Allahabad, and he was having this idea, with this factory I would get some money and I would use that Lakshmi to print books. However, that business did not work very nicely. And then after many years, and Prabhupada Prabhupada opened so many temples, right? And Prabhupada was conducting so much um Krishna related business, which was involving so much Lakshmi. Even though Prabhupada was not working, but where was Lakshmi coming from? And then the very purpose for which Prabhupada had opened his factory, that was also solved out with this BBT, Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. Like, it is counted as one of the most successful publication that was also achieved. So Prabhupada says, look at my own example, right? I lost everything, but then I have gained everything. All the money is coming from. Then Prabhupada says that, look at my case. I have opened so many temples, around 108 temples, and you bring any businessman and let him open all these temples. So, so for our sincere disciple who is simply focused on executing the instructions of his spiritual master, yatha, as they are. Because if yatha is not followed, and if the motivation is to please himself rather than the spiritual master, then these things will not work, right? These things will not work, right? And the motivation should be, for example, this question was asked to me by one young mind, Prabhuji, what should be my motivation to do bhakti? So our motivation should be, our motivation should be the pleasure, in the heart of Guru Maharaj Ji and other seniors. And our motivation should not be our own our own contentment, that I want to do this because it pleases me, it challenges me, I find it very attractive, very alluring, and very adventurous, and very full of thrills. It will ensure my thrill rasa, right? So if it, all this mentality, or it will ensure my fulfilling, my contentment, or my absorption. So in this way, if one is simply uh, bothered about his own contentment, then such kind of motivation will not last long, and he may actually not get anything, even though he may be opening lots of temples and big projects, and he may be doing all these things just for his own happiness. But if the focus is not the happiness or pleasure of Guru Maharaj Ji, then it is, I think it is not better than, or almost same as impersonalist. What is impersonalist? Impersonalist is someone who is simply bothered about his own contentment and fulfillment. But we are personalist. We are personalist means we we believe in seva. We believe in rendering seva to some other person, because seva means causing pleasure to someone else, is a very important limb of seva. This causing pleasure. Why do we do seva? We don't do seva only for the sake of seva. We do seva just to cause happiness and pleasure in the heart of the spiritual master. And if that is not happening, and if that is not the focus, then that seva is like a husk with no grain inside. We may be opening big projects and publications, and books are coming timely, and lots of books are coming timely, and things are happening timely, and temples are being opened, and people are coming. Everything is going nicely. At the end of the day, I'm feeling happy. Wow, everything is going very fantastically. But in the core, it's zero. It's zero because it's like impersonalist. The core will not be, the heart will not be satisfied as long as the pleasure of Guru Maharaj is not kept in the center as a focus. So, and this is the toughest thing in the whole universe, in the whole cosmos. What is the toughest thing? The toughest thing is that I focus on someone else's pleasure rather than my own pleasure. I focus on my Guru Maharaj's pleasure, even at the cost of my own pleasure. That should be my only motivation. And that requires at time many setbacks for a practicing disciple and a devotee. When he wants to achieve something, but suddenly some instruction comes that you do it the other way or this way, or and then that's where the tussle starts. The disciple is that's a very critical point, dear devotees. Everyone will uh, definitely encounter such scenarios wherein he wants to do something in a particular fashion, and suddenly this instruction comes, no, do in this fashion. So then the calculation must start. Here I want to do it my way, and I am being asked to do it in their way. So which way should I go? So since we are not impersonalist, and since always doing the things your way is not very different from impersonalist, and since doing their way or my senior's way or Guru Maharaj's way is very much the essence of Bhagavad culture, I will, without any hesitation, go that way. That is the toughest thing. You mark my words. That is the toughest thing. in the whole cosmos. That's why Shukdev Goswamiji is using the word yatha. Yatha means as Guru Maharaj says, that way. That way, our our orientation should be to cause a pleasure of Guru Maharaj in the heart of the Guru Maharaj. That should be our motivation. Okay. And we should do seva for the sake of the pleasure of Guru Maharaj, not for the sake of just seva. Which means, for example, this story is there. There were two disciples of one Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj, the two disciples went to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, मुझे हमें कुछ सेवा चाहिए. We want some seva. So Guru Maharaj says, okay, I'm going to sleep. Both of you massage my legs, massage my feet. So the two disciples are asking, Guru Maharaj, which foot should I massage? You massage my right foot and you massage my left foot. Okay. So they were massaging their corresponding feet. And in the sleep, what happened? Guru Maharaji, sometimes it happens, now Guru Maharaji, he cross-legged, he interchanged the legs, he crossed the legs. So the disciple who was massaging the right leg now is seeing the left leg to him, and vice versa, and the other. So these two disciples, uh, they were they forcibly, they, what do you say, how should I say, they took the other leg to their side. ये कहाँ से आ गया मेरे पास, मैं इस leg को massage कर रहा था. तो that forcibly they pulled their legs to them, and as a result of which Guru Maharaj in acute pain woke up. So it means they are doing seva, but they are simply, uh, either they are too innocent, or they are spoon fed, or they are not mature, or they don't understand the policy. The principle is to cause comfort and pleasure and satisfaction in the heart of Guru Maharaj, right? And Guru Maharaj, so I am not doing seva only for the sake of seva, and not finding the bliss in Guru Maharaj's heart. That is not the idea. Always our picture should be very clear. Yatha means I am doing it as Guru Maharaj said, but for what? For the pleasure of my Guru Maharaj. The pleasure of the Guru Maharaj is the primary benefit, and once that happens, everything else falls in line. Krishna's pleasure falls in line, because yes, prasadat bhagavad prasado, when Krishna is happy, his potencies are also happy. That is a number two, number three rather, yes, number three. And then when potencies are happy, when potencies are content, then all these various things in the form of intermediate results in vidya dhara, in yoga, in siddhi, gyan also, Gyan also comes. They just simply follow. They are just queuing up. All of these potencies, all of these benefits are simply queuing up for a very sincere disciple, and they are praying to their sincere disciple, please adopt us, please adopt us. We are fed up with this material people. The material people, materialistic people, and other unsincere, non-sincere disciples, we are just simply fed up with their company. They misuse us. You, being a very sincere and beautiful devotee and disciple, please adopt us. We are safe with you. Gyan will say, Gyan, I am safe with you, because these Gyan, these so-called Gyanis, they misuse me. They don't use me in bhakti. They don't use me as a limbo bhakti. They rather think that that is it. And so I feel myself as wasted, as spoiled being with them. So you please adopt me, right? That is the idea. क्योंकि इन सब पोटेंसीज में डियर डिवोटीज सबसे बड़ा जो टेम्पटेशन ज्ञान का ही है, क्योंकि ज्ञान जो है सात्विक मोड पे होता है. एंड आफ्टर ज्ञान, and having achieved Gyan, someone is simply stuck for God knows how long. He thinks that he is safe and content and he does not have to progress any further. He has understood the difference between life and matter. He has understood the concept of Brahman and Brahma, and he has understood the important essence of Vedanta Sutra, but actually he has not understood everything. He has not understood the essence of all all existence is what is the pleasure in the heart of Guru Maharaj. He has not understood that, and so therefore he will also miss it the big time. So in conclusion, I will say we have to understand that the essence of everything is the pleasure in the heart of Guru Maharaj. Once that is achieved, everything else is achieved, including the primary benefit, which will be told tomorrow. With this message, I will stop now. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you very much for this wonderful class.
Hare.
Yeah, I hope the point is clear for everyone. Even then, if anyone is having any question, they can raise the hand and ask His Grace Srikant Prabhuji. Yes, Sai, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
My question is that can pleasure in the Guru Maharaj's heart is easily achievable?
Yes, we have to be easy and simple. Guru Maharaj is ocean of mercy, but we are complicated.
Okay.
That is why we miss it the big time. But if you are simple and focused and just simply adhere to the instruction of Guru Maharaji for the pleasure of Guru Maharaji, not for the sake of instruction, for the pleasure of Guru Maharaji, then Guru Maharaji, being the ocean of mercy, he will be very happy with you. Understood?
Understood.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone else would like to ask any further question? Prabhuji, in the example that you are saying, so they are trying to follow the instructions of Guru Maharaji, right? So what is the wrong?
They are following the instruction for the sake of instructions only, not for the pleasure of their Guru Maharaji. That is the whole idea. ये नहीं कि सेवा मतलब ये नहीं होगी हमारी सेवा हो गई, आज 16 माला हो गया, सेवा होगी, खत्म, काम छुट्टी खत्म, ऐसा नहीं है. Seva means when the focus is the happiness in the heart of Guru Maharaj, not a single moment we can stay away from seva. Because when Guru Maharaj's heart is full of contentment, then that contentment will be reflected in our heart and it forces us, it will propel us to do more of it, and not just you know, and not just call it over or finished. It is now not a finishing business. Right? That's what I said. This seva of Guru Maharaj is not a means. It is an end. The pleasure in the heart of Guru Maharaj is the end. And the example which I gave was also to impress on us that we should not be we should not be shall I use the word, shall not be stupid like them. We should be not spoon fed. Like there are some very some people, they are like they want to be spoon fed for very small thing also. That's why we have got this parampara system. We ask our senior god brothers, right? So some seva is given to us by Guru Maharaji. Then we go to our senior god brothers and tell them, share with them that this instruction has been given by my spiritual master. So you please guide me how I can execute it so that ultimately it causes happiness in the heart of Guru Maharaji. So those senior god brothers will guide you, because they have stayed with Guru Maharaji for a considerable amount of time. So they have got the mood of Guru Maharaji. So they will be able to guide us in how to execute that very instruction in such a fashion, so that not only the instruction is executed, but also Guru Maharaj is also delighted at the end of the day. If we simply do it our own way, we are, isolated, then the chances of missing it are very, very ripe, very high, because we may simply be following it like a machine follows our code, not like computer follows our instructions. And we may be happy, and we may think that Guru Maharaj is happy, but we don't know. So therefore the safe thing is to always serve Guru Maharaj under the guidance of seniors, God brothers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, Amritaji, please ask your question.
Pranam Prabhuji and Pranam all the Maharajas and devotees. It's a
Hare Krishna.
wonderful lecture. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
And my question, yes, Hare Krishna. My question is that as it's most matter that our surrendership to the lotus feet of our Shri Guru, then our surrender to the lotus feet of Shri Guru in the male body, in the female body, is as acceptable as in the male body by the society.
Female body of the disciple.
Yes,
Uh, Actually, we are not society das. We are servants of Guru Maharaj. Are you understanding this? That is
yes,
number one. And number two is that the Jivatma, Jeev is not female or male.
yes. But
Jeev is,
this mundane world do not know this, no?
no, but this, we are not the servants of this mundane world. We are servants of Guru Maharaj. So as servants of Guru Maharaj, we should not be very much bothered about mundane world and even spiritual societies also. Right? Whatever comes from our Guru Maharaj, that is our final most yatha, undeviated. Yatha is very important, Mataji. whatever Guru Maharaj Ji says, there should be no calculation. For example, the society says these many rounds, Guru Maharaj Ji says, no, you do only this much round and rest of the time do seva. So we must not calculate that I have been hearing all these things, but now Guru Maharaj is saying that. The moment we calculate like this, that very moment, our that is the very definition of, actually that is a definition of fall down. When that is not a start of fall down, that is the fall down. When someone starts calculating and comparing and so anyways, so did you get my point, Mataji?
Yes, yes.
We are
That
servants of Guru Maharaj.
we should not bother about the society or anything else.
No, no, no. Guru Maharaj, whatever Guru Maharaj he says, that is our soul business. But again,
Yes,
that does not mean that we can ignore our god brothers and seniors, right?
yes, of course.
That is also not a very healthy idea, because how can we please our Guru Maharaj ji if we ignore our god brothers, right?
Yes.
That is the idea.
Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Yes, our Neelambar Maharaj is having something. Maharaj, please. महाराज जी आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं.
Today I am blessed. Maharajis are there, and our His Holiness Govind Maharaj is also here, it seems. And how is Maharajji's health now?
Yeah, maybe we can hear from Maharaj ji.
If Maharajji is okay and kind, maybe Maharajji can also add to this. I will really request Maharajjis to add, because this is a very, I think, very subtle message which I wanted to give. But if Maharajjis also add, then it will like fulfill.
Yes.
Nilambar Maharaj
Hare
continue
Krishna.
first.
हरे कृष्णा. नीलांबर महाराज जी आप बोलिए, अभी थोड़ा सुनाई दे रहे हैं.
हाँ, आप बताए गुरु महाराज का इच्छा केंद्र करके सेवा करेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा होगा. हम लोग का चेतना स्वतः गुरु यस्य प्रसाद भगवत प्रसाद, उनका आशीर्वाद प्रसाद से हमारे चेतना का बहुत परिवर्तन होगा. और गुरु का इच्छा को जो है सीनियर भक्ता, ये सब का माध्यम से हम लोग को जानकारी होना चाहिए. साथ साथ जब गुरु महाराज का उपस्थिति है तो प्रत्यक्ष भी हम लोग गुरु महाराज का प्रोग्राम उनका साथ, उनका संग में उनका इच्छा केंद्र करके सेवा करें. क्योंकि भगवद गीता में भगवान बताए तद विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ते ज्ञान, ये सब आवश्यक होता है. गुरु जो है तो उन्होंने स्पष्ट रूप में शिष्य को
There is a network problem.
निर्देश नहीं देंगे सेवा ऊपर.
कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है मुझे.
नहीं गुरु का निर्देश पालन करना. तो इसी कारण गुरु तो कृपामय है, लेकिन इसी कारण गुरु प्रत्यक्ष रूप में हम लोग को सेवा नहीं दे रहे डायरेक्ट. उन्होंने करके दिखा रहे, जो उनका कार्यकलाप से उनका शिष्य लोग सीखे. तो इसी कारण प्रत्यक्ष रूप में हम लोग गुरु महाराज का कार्य साथ उनका सेवा में रहे, उनका प्रोग्राम में साथ दे, तभी हम लोग यदि तुरंत हम ग्रहण नहीं कर पाएंगे, लेकिन हम लोग का जो गुरु महाराज का कार्यकलाप को दर्शन किया है, और दर्शन अव्यर्थ है, बाद में होगा तो हमारा ऊपर प्रभावित, ऐसा दिखा जाता है। गुरु आचार्य जो दिखाते हैं, जो कार्यकलाप करते हैं, शिष्य लोग का अपूर्णता व मैच्योर के अभाव के कारण वो लोग तो तुरंत ग्रहण नहीं कर पाएंगे, लेकिन जब वो पूर्णता आएगा, परिपूर्णता, उस समय वो लोग ग्रहण कर सकते हैं। तो इसी कारण देखेंगे तो ये हिसाब से हम लोग गुरु आचार्य का संग करना होगा, संग करके उनका सेवा करना होगा। हमारा योग्यता ना होने पर भी उनका आशीर्वाद से ये योग्यता मिलेगा। जैसे सूर्य को हम समझना साध्य नहीं होता, सूर्य का रोशन से हम सूर्य को समझ सकते, सूर्य का कृपा से। तो वैसा ही गुरु का सेवा कृपा आशीर्वाद से गुरु को हम लोग समझ सकते हैं। तो दूसरी तरफ से हमारा ये अनुभूति से हम लोग देखे हैं कि गुरु महाराज हमारा कुछ कुछ प्रोग्राम करते थे, तो यदि बहुत खर्चे, जैसे हम लोग दक्षिण भारत में हमारा संकीर्तन बस है, गरुड़ बस है, तो उन्होंने कानपुर में प्रोग्राम बनाए, IIT में। तो बोले आप लोगों को बड़ा गरुड़ तो लेके आओ, यदि 1 लीटर डीजल में 2 किलोमीटर चलेगा ट्रेन, बड़ा गरुड़। इतना खर्ची होने पर ही गुरु महाराज हम लोग को बोले नहीं, तो हम लोग 1-2 आ जाओ। गुरु महाराज नहीं, सब लोग को आना है, गाड़ी का ड्राइवर, गाड़ी, सभी ब्रह्मचारी, 8-10 ब्रह्मचारी। तो क्यों? क्योंकि गुरु महाराज का ये महानता कार्यकलाप को उनका शिष्य लोग देखे। यदि परिपूर्णता नहीं है तब भी वो लोग देखे पहले, कम से कम। तो ये माध्यम से गुरु आचार्य जो है, इसी कारण प्रभुपाद कहते हैं गुरु आचार्य जो है महान है। उन्होंने करके दिखाना, करके अच्छी, कम से कम उनका कार्यकलाप देखना चाहिए। हरे कृष्ण। थोड़े बहुत गुरु महाराज का सेवा दिए थे हम लोग को, वो हिसाब से हमारा अनुभूति है, ऐसा हम बताएं कि गुरु महाराज ने समय हम लोग में मंदिर इनॉग्रेशन किए।
हरे कृष्णा महाराज जी, आपका आवाज कट हो रहा है।
विजयवाड़ा के हम लोग का कोई परिपूर्णता नहीं, गुरु क्या है हम लोग का।
हरे कृष्णा।
गुरु के ऊपर चंचल भक्त है, नए रे ब्रह्मचारी, चंचल स्वभाव है। फिर वो सब हो गया, इसके बाद गुरु महाराज 4-5 दिन रहने लगे हाउस।
Hare Krishna. We have okay, Maharaji left the call due to network issue. Maybe other Maharajis can add.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaji, how is your health? Please accept my
Yes, improving, no problem. And yeah, presentation was simply wonderful. But there is a twist that he's fully committed to the order of his spiritual master, King Chitraketu. And in between, he gets this fringe benefit. And so, as you'll notice, that it will have some influence on him. So, from absolute point of view, it may be just necessity to just to bring about the ultimate benefit. But in between, we'll see that that episode will continue. So, how a sadhaka, when although to begin with, he starts with good intention and good dedication. I will do everything for the pleasure of, and I will just follow as it is. And in between comes this this perk benefits, and one one how this mentality creeps in that as if he deserves it. So this sense of deserving deviates, causes distraction, and he thinks that now he can use these fringe benefits and do whatever to lord over others, because he feels that he has been especially blessed, and how to manage that distraction and sustain the focus of thinking of what my spiritual master wants, rather than conducting, in acting, in thinking and speaking to others, and just taking the liberty to do the things extra which are necessary. How to warn a sadhaka, although he starts with perfect intentions, how to safeguard himself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaji, I am completely ineligible to answer this question. And but I think always staying with sinner God brothers may rescue us, and not having any independence, because independence is killing. There's not having our independent existence. So that will not have, that's why this word apratihatam is used in this shloka. Means even after this achievement of Vidyadhara fringe benefit, our Maharaj Chitraketu was undeviated. And that's why in the class I kept saying that this is the most challenging thing, that that is the most challenging thing, wherein we choose our own happiness and independence as motivation, and are not motivated by we give it more priority than the satisfaction in the heart of Guru Maharaj. I personally think that staying with senior God brothers under their instructions and their guidance may be the safest way to ensure that we are not deviated. Other than that, if other Maharajis have got any other formula, please share with us.
Well, naturally, because association does matter. It's most critical thing, because ultimately 100% is Sangha. Either you create the Sangha or you find the Sangha. Because to identify at least one person, because ultimately role changes in a sadhaka's life. One who is been a perfect disciple, one who has been a disciple, bona fide disciple becomes a bona fide spiritual master. This is how the Sangha is provided, and it is inevitable. It's an obligation on the part of, because this is what one imbibes in this Vaishnava tradition in disciplic succession. That as long as he feels that he needs association and he has to need a lot of guidance, and at least he can confide his confidence in someone. At least one would be good enough. Otherwise, there is a possibility of Bharat Maharaj episode. He was so elevated, but there was no one around to remind him, Maharaj, you have sacrificed everything and you are stuck here, so just get out. Just leave it alone. Leave that little heron in some safe place in the jungle and they will take care of it. So, or create his own association, because ours is a mission of preaching. So we have to find someone to preach to, someone to take association from and mutually grow, because isolation is what will create havoc. We are not isolationists, like Prahlad Maharaj says. We cannot afford to deprive. Many are waiting for us, and that way it will be a mutual benefit for us also. So ultimately, it's a lifelong dedication, and life of dedication is always not with oneself, but with others to benefit from. So that's our path. We are meant for facilitating others' upliftment on this path. Because without that motivation, it would be very easy to become an isolationist again, and that must be avoided. So Vidyadhara, he was left on his own, and somehow he thought that he had the liberty to utilize these perks, and he got distracted. Of course, there's another plan, but apparently what we can learn is that even when we get many benefits and many